In the office, Cameron Holt sat behind his desk with his feet propped up on the table, looking at his phone with interest as he flirted with several women on a dating app. Just then, his phone buzzed, and a text message popped up. Cameron was annoyed for a moment, but he reluctantly opened the message and saw the interview schedule sent by the personnel department. After he read it, his eyebrows shot up, and his face showed his shock. He let out a mocking sneer, then picked up his phone and showed it to the people in the room with him. Guess who's on the list? On the sofa in front of Cameron sat a man and a woman. It was Sasha and Jasper, who had come to suck up to him. Sasha, wearing a tight, low-cut skirt and her hair in glamorous waves, was the picture of seduction. She looked up from picking at her nails and asked, "Who?" "Charlie and Claire." After Cameron said their names, he let out a disdainful laugh. "It's really something else." "Claire actually sent in an application to work here," Jasper said, clearly dissatisfied. "What's she doing here?" Sasha said, "I heard from Claire yesterday that she and Charlie got kicked out of the Wilson family. She must have to find a job now." Jasper snorted. "Cameron, that piece of trash acted all tough yesterday and got me and Sasha beaten up. You have to get him back for us." Cameron said disdainfully, I already thought Charlie was a pain, and now his wife wants to apply for a job here? In her dreams." With that, Cameron straightened his clothes and said lightly, "You two wait here. I'm going to go reject Claire and send her packing right now." Hearing this, Sasha and Jasper both smirked. Now they would get to see Claire and Charlie fall flat on their faces. Cameron walked out of his office and went directly to the conference room being used for the interviews. Inside the conference room, 3 interviewers were sitting at a table, and Claire was the one being interviewed. "Hello, Mr. Holt." When the 3 interviewers saw Cameron walk in, they quickly stood up and greeted him. Cameron deliberately exclaimed, looking at Claire, "Oh, Claire, what are you doing here?" Claire was also surprised and said, "It's been a long time, Cameron." Cameron gave Claire a quick, dismissive glance, then smiled and nodded. "Long time no see." Then he said directly to the 3 interviewers, "You 3 can head out. I'll handle this interview myself." "Mr. Holt, is that a good idea? What's the problem? You think I can't make a call on one little interview?" Of course, Mr. Holt." Cameron was an executive at Apex Group. Of course, the interviewers didn't dare to cross him, and they immediately left the conference room. Seeing this, Claire was very confused. What did Cameron mean by that? They were old classmates after all. Was he trying to pull some strings for her? "Claire, I heard you were applying for a job here, so I rushed right over." As he spoke, Cameron stared at Claire, not even trying to hide it. He privately marveled at how beautiful Claire was. She had a great figure, way better than the women on those dating apps. What a waste that she ended up with a loser like Charlie. Claire had no idea that Cameron was up to no good. Seeing how polite he was acting, she said, "Cameron, you're being too kind." Cameron put on a fake smile, picked up Claire's resume from the table, and pretended to look it over. Then, with a look of feigned regret, he said, "Claire, your resume, it's just not a great fit for us. Your skills and qualifications are a little lacking." He sighed and added, "Sorry, Claire, you didn't get the job. I suggest you try applying to another company." Claire was stunned. She quickly said, "How can you say that? I was in management at the Wilson Group. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my professional abilities." Cameron shook his head and said seriously, "No. Your so-called qualifications and abilities, that was all because you were part of the Wilson family. Now that you've left them, you're nothing." "Fine." Claire's expression fell. It was obvious Cameron was targeting her. Realizing this, she didn't bother showing how angry she was. She knew getting a job at Apex Group was a lost cause now. Without another word, she got up and walked straight out. Cameron smiled triumphantly as she left, muttering to himself, "As long as I work here, you'll never get a job at this company." Meanwhile, Charlie was waiting in the reception area. After a little while, he saw Claire walk out looking upset. He quickly went up to her and asked with concern, "What's wrong, honey? Did the interview not go well?" Claire's eyes were red as she told him what happened in the interview. After hearing her story, Charlie's heart filled with anger. "That Cameron is completely shameless," he thought. "I didn't even bother with him, which was more than he deserved. How dare he disrespect my wife like this?" Thinking this, he immediately sent a message to Salman. "Cameron from Apex Group is getting a little bold. He even dared to bully my wife. What are you going to do about it?" At that moment, Salman was waiting for Charlie with his bodyguards in the lobby downstairs. When he suddenly received the text message, he was terrified. "Heck," he thought, "I'm trying my best to get on Charlie's good side, and this Cameron dares to offend his wife? Is this guy asking for trouble?" Furious, Salman immediately said to his assistant without a second's thought, "Call all the members of the trust and the board of directors." Apex Group was, after all, a subsidiary of the White Family's corporation, so Salman's authority there was absolute. Salman had just arrived when a large group of executives from the board of directors rushed over to meet him. As the head of the White family, he was not someone the people at Apex Group could afford to cross. If he decided to shut down Apex Group in a fit of anger, they would all be out on the street. Cameron wasn't on the board of directors, so he had no idea how much trouble he'd just caused. After sending Claire away, he went back to his office, leaned back in his chair with a smug look on his face, and lit up a cigar. When Jasper and Sasha heard that he'd kicked Claire out, they were thrilled. They gathered around him, singing his praises. "Mr. Holt, you're amazing! You sent Claire packing with just a few words." "Totally! Mr. Holt is a top executive at Apex Group. Out of all our old classmates, you're definitely the most successful one." Sasha and Jasper laid it on thick, thinking that if they could just get on Cameron's good side, their own futures would be secure. Cameron said triumphantly, "I've never liked Charlie, and now his wife wants to work at Apex? There's no way people like that are getting into this company." Sasha said, "Oh, Mr. Holt, you should have recorded it on your phone. I really want to see the look on Claire's face when she got rejected." Cameron laughed. "Ha ha ha! She looked like she was about to cry. It was hilarious." Jasper quickly asked, "What about Charlie? Was he with her?" "I didn't see him," Cameron snorted coldly, adding, "If Charlie dares to show his face, I'll deal with him myself. That bum had the nerve to act tough before. I'll break his legs." Sasha gushed, "You're incredible, Mr. Holt. That loser Charlie is nothing compared to you." Cameron laughed and said, "Just wait. When I join the board of directors at Apex Group, everyone here will have to look up to me." Jasper quickly asked, "Mr. Holt, you're getting on the board of directors?" "Pretty much," Cameron said with a smile. "It's in the works. If everything goes according to plan, I'll be on the board in a few months." "That's incredible." Jasper gave a thumbs up and exclaimed, "Mr. Holt, don't forget about your old pal when you make it big." Cameron nodded. "Don't worry, I'll take care of you." Just as he said that, there was a loud bang, and the door to Cameron's office was kicked open. "Who the hell dares to kick in my door?" Cameron was startled and about to yell at whoever it was, but when he turned around, he saw all the members of the board of directors standing there, surrounding a middle-aged man in a suit. He quickly swallowed his angry words. Salman stared grimly at Cameron Holt and said, "Are you Cameron Holt?" Cameron was stunned, but he nodded and said, "That's me." Without another word, Salman slapped him hard across the face. "You've got a death wish. Who gave you the right to reject Miss Wilson's application?" Cameron's face swelled up instantly, and he was dumbfounded. "Who are you? How dare you hit me?" "Hit you? I'll do more than hit you. I'll kill you." Salman kicked Cameron to the ground, stepped on his head, and growled, "Do you have any idea that Mr. Wade himself told me to make sure Miss Wilson passed her interview? And you piece of trash, you messed it all up. If I don't make you pay for this, my name isn't Salman White." Cameron was in shock. As soon as he heard the name Salman White, he finally understood that he had crossed the wrong person. Salman White, the head of Apex Group, the leader of the White family. The entire Apex Group company belonged to the White family, and he had just provoked its most powerful member. What had he gotten himself into? President White, I had no idea. If I'd known, I swear I never would have done it. President White, please calm down. Pinned to the ground under Salman's foot, Cameron was too scared to move. All he could do was plead. Sasha and Jasper were even more terrified. They stood frozen, not daring to say a word. Could this be about Charlie again? They wondered. How could a loser like Charlie possibly know someone as powerful as Salman White? He was just a worthless live-in son-in-law. Little did Sasha and Jasper know, the powerful man they admired was, in reality, one of Charlie's loyal followers, desperate to stay in his good graces. "Cameron Holt," Salman announced. "As of this moment, you are fired from Apex Group. According to your contract, what you did constitutes a major liability breach. You will compensate the company for $5 million. The words hit Cameron like a bolt of lightning. $5 million! He couldn't get that kind of money even if he sold everything he owned. Cameron immediately dropped to his knees, groveling. "Mr. White, please give me another chance. I'll apologize to Claire. I swear, I know I was wrong." Salman sneered. "Apologize? You're not worthy." With that, Salman kicked Cameron aside and ordered the others, "Spread the word. Cameron Holt has offended Mr. Wade. The White family is blacklisting him from everything. I want this piece of trash living on the streets."